Born to Kill, previously known as Boot Camp. Here to talk to you about my time in Marine Corps recruit training. First thing is, it's gonna suck. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's really gonna suck. When you're on that bus, you get to the front gate, tell you to put your heads down, hold up your ID cards. It's scary. It is scary. Friggin' they drive around for like 10-15 minutes, like friggin' disorient you or whatever. You get there, you're just sitting there, and it's friggin' like 12 o'clock at night. At least that's what time I was there. And just outside, you're hearing DIs screaming, and new recruits just screaming back, and you're just wondering what the heck's going on out there. And then you hear the bus door open, and you hear this clomp, 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 like up the steps. And you look up, and there's this friggin' Marine Corps DI, got the Smokey Bear on and everything, just silhouetted, right in front of the bus. And he'll give you a speech, like blah 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 blah, and then he'll say like, get off this bus, and get on my yellow footprints. And like, I'm not sure if you ever go on like the Marine Corps website, same speech. You got the same speech. You can't say I, me, or my anymore. You got all that stuff. But the first day is really gonna suck. You're gonna be in classrooms most of the time, filling out like financial paperwork. Stuff like that. It's really boring. A lot of administrative stuff at first. And you're going to be up pretty much another 24 hours before you can get to your barracks again. From the receiving building, you'll go to the there's a warehouse. You'll probably get all your hygiene stuff in this big laundry bag. Your shaving cream, razors, toothbrush, pretty much everything you'll need while you're in recruit training. You'll get your sneakers in. After that, you get your uniforms, as in the camis and stuff, and your boots. You got both your boots in. Get all your covers that you'll need, and then after that, I'm sorry, haircuts was before all that. Yeah, you get haircuts. Haircuts are gonna suck. Haircuts hurt like a motherfucker. But yeah. So haircuts are before all that, and then you get all your shit, and then that whole day you're just running around doing random stuff in the squad bay. He's gonna have you. Your receiving DI is gonna have you like dump all your stuff out, make sure you have everything. You do that like numerous times throughout the day. The first day you get chow, it's gonna be in a little box. It's gonna be like a sandwich, some cookies, and an apple. You're gonna get like 2 minutes to eat it. Like, you're not gonna finish everything. Freaking, you're wearing your glow strap and your go fast shifts, your sneakers all around during all your receiving and forming. What's next? And then you finally get to your squad bay. The DI should tell you how to make your racks. You make your rack for the first time, it's probably gonna look like shit, but that's what they expect. Receiving is gonna suck. Receiving, you get all your medical and dental stuff looked at. It's really boring. You're just marching around. You get your rifles later that week that you're there. You don't really get to do much with them except march around with them. You really won't learn about the rifle until phase 2 during rifle week and stuff like that. So after that's done, I think it's a Saturday that you meet your drill instructors, and that's going to be scary as fuck. They're going to get you to the front of the squad bay, they're going to sit you down, in a formation, and your receiving DIs are going to say goodbye, and then I forget who it is, but eventually your senior DI is going to walk out, he's going to stand in front of you, and then all of a sudden you're going to see your 3 other, I had 3 at least, they're going to be like 3 other DIs come out. They're going to walk out, they're going to, it's really formal, they all turn and like snap parade rest at the same time. Then they're going to give the drill instructor's oath or whatever, some shit like that. I entrust these recruits to my care, I'll train to the best of my ability, blah, blah, blah. So, and then after that, your senior will tell you what he expects of you, and all that shit like that, and then he's gonna say, drill instructors, you got them. And that's when you know it. That's when you know it started. They're running, they're screaming, they're throwing stuff, they're pushing guys around. It's scary. And then let's see, training day 1. You're gonna get up. Lights are gonna be at 4. So you get up 4 in the morning. You'll set out probably straight to chow right away. Usually all first phase you're gonna have the same schedule. You're gonna go right to chow, and then maybe to a PT session or a mat. PT is really not that hard. You'll start maybe like a Tuesday, Thursday, Friday type stuff. It's only like sometimes 3 days a week. I mean, it's really not that hard. Um, at least I found out. Like if you keep yourself in a good bit of shape, I would suggest at least be able to do 10 pull-ups. Um, the perfect is 20, but 10 is a good baseline. You won't get chewed out too much. Um, Run time, perfect is 18 minutes for your 3 miles. I'm talking about the PFT. So yeah, a good 20 minutes. Try to get under that. For crunches, at least 100 in 2 minutes. It's not that hard. I got there doing 80, ended up finishing like 120, 130s, 2 minutes. So yeah, freaking that's not too hard. But first phase is definitely the worst. That's when you're gonna be the most homesick. That's when you're gonna be, you're gonna feel tired all the time. It's hard getting used to that schedule because you're moving friggin' 16 hours a day, all training. And a lot of it's going to be McMap. Like, McMap's cool, but it's boring as fuck. I'm telling you now. Friggin', you're out there doing all day, doing friggin' like rear hand punch. It is so boring. And no one in your platoon's going to want to scream. The McMap instructor's going to be like, I want you to scream, blah, 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 blah. No one's going to want to scream. It's going to take forever. You're going to be running around a lot, but that's just the way it goes. Other thing you'll do in first phase will be your swim qual. That's not that hard at all. You start off and you wear full camis, boots. You swim across 25 meters, just once across the pool. They sit you down, let you have a little break. Then you have to try to stay afloat. If you can do it right, you just puff up your blouse everywhere, and it works just like a life vest, just to kick your feet. If not, then you have to tread water until they tell you to stop. You jump off of the platform. I think it's about like 20 feet up. I don't know. It's not that hard. You just keep your legs straight and, don't puff your arms out and make you do it again. You have to use your LB back to float down. And then at the end, you have to drop all your gear. You're wearing a Kevlar, flak jacket, and a rifle. You have to get underwater and you have to take it all off within 10 seconds or else you fail. It's not that hard. So that's swim qual. You're gonna have a lot of classes in the RTF about like Marine Corps history. You do a lot of prac-cap stuff like combat care. You can learn how to treat a sucking chest wound. Learn how to splint a broken bone. Apply a tourniquet to the limbs. Like I said, just a lot of Marine Corps history. It's gonna be boring. Classes, you're gonna get tired all the time, and freaking during the breaks, between every class, you're usually gonna take groups of people out just by random, or if you fucked up, they're gonna take you out in IT in the pit. Do some push-ups, high knees, crunches, whatever they tell you to do. If you're there in the summertime, it's gonna suck. I was there during the whole summer, and it was hot. It's gonna suck in the summertime, I'm telling you. In the wintertime, I'm not too sure. Guarantee it's still gonna suck, but like I can take cold a lot more than heat, but I'm not sure. But being in the hot sucks. Freaking you'll finish out first phase doing the gas chamber and the rappel tower. Rappel tower's fun. The gas chamber, it sucks. I don't care what anyone tells you. You're gonna get down there. They're gonna bring you in a classroom and prep you on the gas mask, how to work, and then you're gonna get gassed with CS gas, pretty much like tear gas. It's an irritant. It's like tiny little crystals, and they get on all your pores of any exposed skin, and they just dig in, they burn, they irritate. It really hurts. You're gonna get in there. You're gonna shake your head around, make sure all the gas gets down in. Make you do jumping jacks, so you're breathing hard. And then when you clear your mask, you have to push in through the sides and then push out the mask. And every drill sergeant comes around, make sure that everyone does it before you get to put them back on. And it sucks. It burns like hell. You can't breathe, you can't do anything. But after that, then you go to phase 2, and you're gonna start out with grass week, which is really fun. You start you learn all the positions. It's really boring. You're gonna be in a outdoor shed pretty much the whole time with your PMI. Your PMI is cool as fuck because he's make it stress free, and relax you guys. So he'll joke around. He'll tell you about what's going on like outside parasite and stuff like that. So that's cool. But you're gonna learn the prone position, sitting, kneeling, and standing. The two worst ones are the sitting and kneeling, and those are the ones they like to. They make you like to hold them the most, and they're just painful. It works all the joints in your body. Rifle range is fun. It's I love guns, so I obviously loved it. If you never had any experience, it's gonna be easy. It's so easy to shoot. especially the way they teach it down there. You're gonna be out for table 1. You're gonna practice Monday through Wednesday. Thursday you're gonna have pre-qual, and Friday is when you're gonna qualify on the rifle range. The sequence of fire is really simple. You start on the 200-yard line. You'll do, I think it's from the sitting. You're gonna do it's a slow fire, so you get like 5 minutes to fire like 5 rounds. Really simple. Take your time. Listen to everything they teach you because it's gonna work. Don't get nervous like I did. I missed expert by 4 points. Just because I didn't pay attention to what they were telling me. I was getting nervous. I really wanted expert. Just stay calm as much as you can. If you can shoot good in boot camp, then you can shoot good throughout your whole Marine Corps career, because that's when you're be under the most stress. So if you shoot good there, then be feeling pretty good. What's that to rifle range? After the rifle range, you're gonna get to third phase, and that's gonna kick off with maybe like an admin week. That's when you go and get your uniforms taken care of. You're gonna get tailored for your alphas. You're gonna get all that stuff. Your service alphas. All your trousers tailored, all your blouses. You're gonna get your khakis. You're gonna get all that shit taken care of then. Admin weeks are pretty boring. You're not really doing a lot. The DIs are kind of laid back, but usually you're getting ready for inspections. I know company commander's inspection we did during team week. I can't remember if that was second. It was the beginning of second phase or the end. I can't remember which one, but it was the beginning of second phase. You'll do no. Oh well, I can't remember. But fucking team week is really simple. You go out in like little groups of recruits, and you'll go and help around the island. Get to meet a lot of cool people. If you get stuck somewhere neat where they don't really care, you can freaking slack off the whole time. There was some time we were moving mattresses from old 3rd Battalion over to Weapons Battalion. We freaking just slept, and the guy didn't give a shit because we were done. So that was cool, but hopefully you get someone cool like that. Third phase, you're gonna start out with with BWT. That's gonna suck. You're gonna get 2 days out at Page Field, which is the old abandoned airfield there. You're gonna do patrolling exercises, getting tactical formations. You'll learn all about this then. What else? You get to do the day movement course is gonna suck. You're gonna be in the sand, low crawling, high crawling, going on barbed wire, all that cool shit. But if you don't do it the right way, you're gonna get sent back, and it really sucks. That's when you get sand everywhere. You start chafing. That's when you realize how much it's gonna suck, because the Crucible is pretty much all like that. Second day up BWT, you're gonna do the night movement course. That's pretty cool because they set up they set up flares and shit like that, and it's pretty neat. But yeah, BWT, it's gonna suck because it's 2 days, and you were saying these little huts, not very comfortable. You were sleeping on your ISO mats with your poncho liners and shit like that. Sleep's very limited. You have to hike back and forth, back to main side and stuff. But after BWT and you get to table 2 firing, that's fun. You stand 25 yards away from your target, and they tell you where to shoot. You're gonna have the T-box, which is the head, chest, and then the pelvic area. And you're gonna get there and you're gonna be like, over the loudspeaker, they're gonna be like, you have 30 seconds to put 2 shots in the T-box, 2 shots here, and 3 shots in the pelvic. And then you get to blast off some rounds. It's really fun. You get to shoot a lot. People wearing a Kevlar and a flak jacket. That's the only thing that's different about table 2. What else? Alright, so after that, you have another admin week. That's when you get your blues tailored, your dress blues, which are really cool. Then you're gonna move to Crucible. You're gonna leave before all that, you have all your final stuff, like your final testing, final drill, prac-app. Prac-app is where you're gonna do your combat care. You're gonna practice the splints and the tourniquets and the chest wounds on a dummy. You have to pick out there's gonna be like a wall of shit. You can pick out different insignia, match them up. You have to do hand signals. You're gonna do rifle carries. Your drill instructors will tell all this to you. So it shouldn't be a problem. Knowledge down there is easy. You're gonna be standing in the chow line. You're gonna be screaming knowledge to these the whole time. Anywhere you're just standing somewhere, they're gonna be yelling knowledge to you. So knowledge is not a problem at all. Final drill's gonna suck when you're down there. It's boring as fuck early on, and you're gonna get a lot of kids who don't want to do it, and you're gonna get sent back. You're gonna be running around a lot. You're gonna be sent to the pit because no one knows what they're doing. You're gonna screw up. But yeah, drill. Just go out there and give it your all, anyway, because it's gonna end up looking a lot better, and your drill instructor's gonna be a lot more happy, and that's what you want. You don't want them to be mad. So you do final testing on Monday or Tuesday. Final prac at. Final drill is gonna be on the Wednesday before you leave for the Crucible. If your drill instructors are good, then they'll pack you up quick, and they might let you go to bed at like 6. They might hit the rack around like 6 or 7. Try to get you some extra sleep because you're waking up at 2 in the morning for a 6-mile hike out to the field, and you get there, you stage all your stuff right away in the huts, same ones that you stayed in for BWT, and then you're gonna head straight out in the field. And you're gonna start right away. You're gonna stage your packs. You're gonna camouflage them. And the Crucible is really neat. It's set up strictly like a combat simulation type thing. You're gonna be in a squad of 13, 16 guys maybe. You're split into 4 fire teams, and while one fire team is in the middle, the other 3 are gonna be providing outboard security 360 degrees. And during that time, when you're off outboard security, you're gonna have certain things you have to do. The order you go in is weapon, gear, body. Clean your weapon if that needs cleaning. Once that's done, you switch to your gear, make sure everything's tight, everything's squared away. And then you can switch to your body. If you have blisters on your feet, if you need to shave, if you want to eat chow, they're gonna give you MREs. So you can eat chow whenever you want. You can eat it as fast as you can. Try to save it, because you're gonna need the energy. Make sure you're drinking water the whole time when you're down there. So the Crucible is you're just going around all day to different events. And we're gonna have stuff for you to do. It's gonna be like a mission situation. Like there's a squad pinned down over here. We have to get so many of these ammo cans and water jugs over to run them down to that. And it's gonna suck going through the obstacle courses, but in the end, you feel like, oh yes, yeah, awesome, I actually did that, blah blah blah. But it's really cool. After the first night of the Crucible, you're gonna have a night hike, which is about, I think it's 2 or 3 miles, but it's fast as fuck. It's dark. It's a break off. You don't think it will be, but it is. Because you're moving fast the whole time, and it's dark. You can't see anything. It's really pretty intense. Next day of the Crucible, you're doing the same thing. Just doing different events all the time. You're moving all day. You only get about 3-4 hours of sleep a night. You're getting dirty as fuck. It's really uncomfortable. The second night you're there, they should let you. They usually let you shower and hygiene, brush your teeth, shave your face and stuff like that. Second night you're gonna do the night movement course. That's really cool, because during the Crucible you're gonna have events. They're gonna be setting off sound bites from Saving Private Ryan. Freaking bullets flying everywhere, guys screaming, stuff like that. And then at nighttime they have strobe lights going off. They have shit exploding. It's really cool. And then once you've done that, go back in hygiene. Get about 3-4 hours of sleep, and then you start the 9-mile hike back. And that's a real bitch, because they fill up your Ilby pack with everything you have left, and you have to hike back with that, and it's a pain, because you go all the way to where you're gonna stop at this set of bathrooms right by Elliot's Beach. You'll notice it when you get there. You're gonna stop there, and you're gonna freaking march all the way back around to where you started, and then head back to the main side. So it's a real pain. But as you're marching back, you see the parade deck there. It's really something. You get motivated. You don't even notice you're tired anymore. And you're sitting there in formation, and freaking you salute the flag for the first time. You take the oath of enlistment again. Then the band will start playing the Marines hymn. Really slow. It's really serene, a really deep moment. And your drill instructor will come around and be like, "Congratulations, Marine." Shake your hand. Put that Eagle of an Anchor in your hand. It's freaking. That was one of the best feelings in the world I ever had. I was freaking crying like a baby. Pretty much everyone around you is, because you finally did it. You did it together. It's a really awesome experience. And then after that, it's Marine Week. You made it then. The only thing you have left is the battalion commander's inspection. So you'll be cleaning the house, fixing uniforms, cleaning rifles. All that shit. So yeah, and then just some other stuff I have to talk about. Freaking, if you're a squad leader, it's gonna blow. Being a squad leader sucks. You're gonna get punished for everyone else. You're gonna eat last. You're not gonna have a lot of time to eat. It's really tough. I was squad leader for the first phase maybe, like a month of first phase, and going into second, and I was just I'm done. I told him I couldn't do it anymore, so I got fired, and someone else took my place. He didn't really do shit either, but whatever. Freaking. What else do I want to say? The food down there is good. Like, don't be if you go to Paris Island, I know it's good. You're not gonna get a lot of time to eat. Make sure you sit up straight, and don't be looking around, or else you can get fucked up. Last thing I want to cover is the mindset you have to have when you go down there. You can't be down there going. You can't be going down there for the different reasons. For stupid reasons. Because friggin' one, you're going down there to be a United States Marine. You're going down there to serve and protect your country. So you can't be going down there for like educational purposes. You can't be just going down there to get the benefits. Because there's great benefits there, but like that shouldn't be the reason you're going down there for. I mean, we had a ton of shitbirds in my platoon, a ton of guys that couldn't make it, but some of them did. You're gonna have, losers that slip through the cracks all the time. You're gonna guy down there barely do 2 pull-ups at the beginning, could barely do 2 pull-ups at the end. He still made it through. So you're gonna get shitbirds like that. It's gonna bring you down. You just ask yourself like, why the hell are they here? How the hell did they make it? But yeah, keep pushing through. As soon as you realize that most of boot camp is mental, you're gonna be fine. If you stop thinking about yourself, stop being an individual, and start thinking about everyone else that's around you going through the same shit, like you're gonna be fine. Like that's what happened to me. Friggin' first phase, you're gonna be depressed. You're gonna be like, wow, this sucks. And then you might get like a motivating talk from your senior DI through your school circle time, and like he'll be like, you guys are here to be United States Marines, and like when you remember what that means, I mean, it's just like, wow, I'm an idiot. Why am I thinking about myself? I'm here, to defend my country. I'm here, to protect the people that live here. And, so as soon as you find out, it's going to be really easy. So, definitely the most important thing is to have, that mindset down there. I can't really see how anyone else without that mindset would even go down. But, yeah. I mean, yeah, it'll be good.